It is not the descent towards darkness, nor the rise to the light that makes us superior. It is the endless struggle between the two that greatness of character lies. We are tested and do not break. We will never fail. Hello everyone, this is your host Legend, and welcome back to my channel. As of recording, there are currently 90 plus playable non-machine of war units in Tacticus, each of which have their own unique kits and roles within the game. Today, I will be ranking what are, in my opinion, the top 10 characters in Tacticus. This list isn't completely unbiased and won't focus completely on what are objectively the best characters, but also have wiggle room for how fun they are, which really does mean this list is subjective and you're welcome to your own opinion, which I would love to read about in the comments. Anyway, let's get right into it with number 10. At number 10, we have the Celestine Vindicta. Vindicta has an amazingly simple yet fun kit that will have no issue setting everything on fire, and I mean everything. Despite her ability to cause friendly fire, her kit is simply a lot of fun, with her being able to set a large majority of the arena on fire. Flame damage may not be the most impactful, but sure can be the most memorable. Act of Faith also gives her a great way to charge up more damage and deal an even heavier blow. For usability, she has her uses in horde modes, and can easily deny enemies a quick advancement while clearing them out. Can prove most deadly in Guild War, but she does fall flat in guild raids, which is fine considering she does rather well in all of the other modes. Just make sure your allies are standing very well clear of her holy flames. Entering at 9th place is Exitor Sergeant Bellator. He stands as a great all-around unit, able to be used in any game mode to good effect. Need someone capable of moving quickly yet still being able to take a beating? We got Bellator for that. Need a reliable multi-hitter with a powerful summoning ability? Just call Bellator. Need someone to kill that pesky backline hiding Barbgaunt? Send in the Sergeant! The only flaw I find with his kit is that he deals bolter damage, but other than that, his mobility is amazing, his abilities are impactful, and most importantly, he is a lot of fun. Bellator can be used in the beginner multi-hit guild raid teams, as a potent summoner in horde modes, and a potent defensive and offensive choice in guild wars. He may not absolutely excel in any mode, but he makes a great jack of all trades. At number 8 comes the Neurothrope. This Xenos belonging to the Tyranid hive mind proves to be a quite potent choice when played around correctly, and despite its slow speed, can be quite fun. Building around Neuroparasite to deal thousands of points of damage in a single turn will never not be satisfying, especially when it plays out well. Neurothrope has plenty of other fun options and synergies with characters that are just waiting to be explored. Neurothrope is most useful in guild raids, but can also prove most powerful for breaking tanky team compositions in guild wars. Just keep the Neurothrope out of horde modes if you're not looking to lose a unit early due to how squishy they are. Coming in 7th place is Chaos Sorcerer Ahriman. In his quest for knowledge, he finds himself with what is one of the most fun Psyker kits in all of Tacticus. His kit doesn't lack impact and helps to boost the Neurothrope well, which has seen him with a place on the Neuro Guild Raid team for a while now. Where I've always found him most enjoyable though is Tournament Arena Faction War, where Ahriman in the Thousand Suns has one of the most powerful synergies in all of Tacticus. On top of this, his traits allow him to have good maneuverability and even better damage output, which helped him to get this place on this list. Continuing with a trend of amazing maneuverability, we have in 6th place, Lord Marshal Dreir, one of the newest additions to Tacticus. Following his release, some internal Krieger bias, and some time to use him in Tournament Arena, I was immediately amazed with his kit. A great movement stat of 4, plus the Unstoppable trait gives him the ability to move around the battlefield better than most units. And with his summons on his side, he can really become a hindrance for the enemy, and one that isn't easily removed since he truly lives up to the hard to kill vibe that the Kriegers have. From the aggressive playstyle he can sustain, there is little limit to what you can do with him. With this, he is undoubtedly great for horde modes, Tournament Arena, and Guild Wars. 5th overall will be going to Blade Champion Kariyan, who hasn't failed to impress since he was first usable in the Custodes survival event. Between his impactful abilities, traits, and stats came an absolute menace on the battlefield. Quick, unrelenting, and undeniably lethal are all great ways to describe him. His kit allows usage in nearly every mode to spectacular effect. Doesn't matter if it's guild raid, horde modes like survival, onslaught, or legendary release events, nor guild wars. He is spoiled with usability, and nothing quite beats the fun that comes with destroying hordes of enemies in one turn. Fourth place overall is going to belong to Skitarii Marshal Dreir. Where do you go wrong with him on your team? His stats leave nothing to be upset about. He has a powerful ranged attack with a 2-hit melee attack that is more than welcome. But most importantly is the summons he brings along with him. Each summoned Skitarii Vanguard is more than capable of dealing good damage and prove to be potent distractions for any enemy force. His active provides either additional armor to keep him and his summons alive, or means to deal even more damage against a target by letting his summons attack again, with bonus damage to reduced armor enemies. All around, he helps to keep your team alive and has one of the most enjoyable summoning kits in Tacticus. Earning the bronze medal is the Orc War Boss and Mega Armor boss Gulgortz, and for good reason. Ever since his rework, he has had one of the best kits in all of Tacticus. His active ability gives many buffs that are just downright diabolical. An extra hit in melee with more damage while given a +1 to movement with an additional 2 amazing summons that immediately move and attack. The only thing missing is him having the ability to hit multiple targets in one turn. Oh, wait, he can do that. Gulgortz is not only fun, but excels in nearly every mode. A fierce ally for the AdMech Guild Raid team, potent summoner for horde modes, and his ability to buff his team can guarantee wins in guild wars. So Boss Gulgortz will bulldoze his way past any enemy. Carrying his entrails to second place with a most definitely not biased choice, Maladus Flagmore. If I let my bias carry this whole video, he would have gotten first place. But even I must admit, there's a far better choice for first place. Maladus to me has it all. Stats and traits that turn him into one of the tankiest units to graze Tacticus's battlefields, abilities that hit harder than a belt across raw skin, and a design that screams Death Guard. He is great in horde modes thanks to his tankiness and ability to kill 3 units in one turn, fun with the right team built around him in tournament arena and guild wars. I find no want. With the recent buff Snowprint gave him, he has only become a better choice, but even he has to contend with the king of the Tacticus Hill. That king, and recipient of the gold medal, is none other than Exitor Rho. What can't be said about this Kariyan Rust Stalker other than game defining? A simple yet effective kit, and one that has seen him at the top of the guild raid meta basically from the moment he was released. With nigh unbound mobility that rivals some flying units, he has the moves. With an easy to trigger passive to deal out of turn damage, he has the damage. And most importantly, Exitor Rho has the fun, with an absolutely intoxicating kit that will want you to see how far you can push his damage in one turn. As stated, he is well defined in the guild raid meta, second to none. With him and the AdMechs, you have an offensive nightmare in guild wars and a way to shred any enemy in your way with nothing but sheer determination. Exitor Rho has well earned this spot. So that concludes my list. That was totally bias free and what are you talking about? Maladus is amazing. Shut up. What are your thoughts on the top characters in Tacticus? I would appreciate being able to read that in the comments. Until next time, this is your host, Legend, signing off.